Hey, are you one of those buyers who has your home search on hold right now? Maybe you're renting, you're probably looking online and reading all the doom and gloom news. Everyone's talking about interest rates and how they're dropping sometime in the near future. So if you're like, hey honey, let's pump the brakes, and if interest rates come down, then we'll jump back into the market. Now, hopefully you know that every time interest rates drop a point, your purchasing power increases by roughly 10%. And every time those interest rates go up a full point, your purchasing power drops by roughly 10%. So what I want to remind you is that when there's not enough houses to go around, that means we're short in inventory and there's a high demand. And there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines right now, observing the market from afar. And when those interest rates do drop, well, all those people are gonna rush off the fence and back into the market. And we already know that this is a short inventory market, and that will make it worse. And if you're renting, well, this means you're losing out on all the tax savings and gaining equity. I know I've touched on this before, but let's do a deep dive into the true cost and savings of buying now versus later. So let's say you want to buy a home for $600K today, putting 10% down. Your mortgage payment would be approximately $46.31 per month. In the next 2 years, you can refi and lower that interest rate, all while gaining that equity and the tax benefits and appreciation without competition. Last year, sellers saw a gain of 4.1%. Yes, gain last year. And let's just say that continues the next few years, okay? In 2 years, you will gain approximately $48K in appreciation, while also then lowering your rate with a refi and lowering your payment to around $4,100 a month. So you might be thinking, yeah, Dana, so what is the cost to wait? Well, here you go. The mortgage difference of $522 a month and approximately $52,000 in equity gain. And just keep in mind that when these interest rates drop a full point, then all that means is those other buyers that have been waiting on the sidelines, sitting on that fence, now they also have roughly 10% more purchasing power. They're going to be back in the market as well. And that means more competition. And when there's more competition, you know this, you're smart, that means prices will be up a bit more and it's going to be more competition. So right now, I don't have a crystal ball, but it could be a great time for you to get in the market before all this happens. Don't just go into the mortgage calculator and punch a bunch of numbers and say, yeah, I know what I would be approved for. You don't. Get the full picture by doing this. You don't get the benefit of a lender looking at you as an individual, looking at what loans benefit you best in your personal circumstances. So talk to a loan officer today, please. Do this for yourself. Do that up front. That way, if and when interest rates drop, you are ready. And if you're one of those people that I'm talking about and you know who you are and you want to know more, just send me a DM so we can get this conversation going now and get you in touch with some people who can really help you out if you need recommendations. Not all loans are the same, so let's get that conversation going now. I'm Dana Gray with Gray Group Team, and remember, Gray Group's got you covered.